I'm somehow 2-1 against Paladin, but there's no way this is a good matchup. Lab Partner's good, though. Floorkeeper Polkelt is also good. I have a very solid curve. So, because I have Polkelt, that means I'm going to have Cloud Princes, that means that I want to have a 0 mana secret. And then because this 0 mana secret is the same as this one, I'd rather just spend my turn 3 playing this. This guy didn't hit his overpowered Paladin cards. Unlucky for him. Probably the 6 health taunt. Ooh, Violet Teacher. That was a pretty disgusting Cloud Prince. If he activates my secret here, which it looks like he will, then I probably go for an evocation turn. Polymorph looks pretty appealing. Yeah, Polymorph looks pretty appealing. And then I guess Ancient Mysteries. Hopefully Ancient Mysteries doesn't shuffle the deck. I don't know why it would. Even if he deals with my board here, I have Cloud Prince hero power for next turn. Man, Paladin sucks when they don't hit their early curve. A Warlock. I heard this class was unplayable. Wonder what he's up to over there. I do like Initiate into Ancient Mysteries. Cloud Prince as well, depending on the secret I hit. That might be active on curve. So he's probably either Quest or Zoo if I had to guess. So I should get a lot of info this turn, and I did. Counterspell, he's got coin, so probably hold that. Counterspell is definitely pretty good at hitting Nether Breath later in the game. Probably play Counterspell. Wow, School Spirits. Probably play Counterspell here to block maybe Dark Skies from hitting this. I don't actually know which secret I play here. I think Counterspell stops Netherwind Portal from going off, but it's still the better card to have in play, I think. Flame Ward just does actually nothing against his deck. I guess I play the secret here just to be extra super duper safe that I can Cloud Prince him. Wand Thief is a pretty decent pickup. If she picks up a fireball, that's all the burn I need. Look at this counter spell. Well, I drew my Polkelt, but didn't need it. So that's why Warlock isn't good. I understand.
You asked for it.
Initiate into Ancient Mysteries is pretty nice. Lab Partner. What am I worried about Demon Hunter doing on turn 1? They can play the 1-3, right? So it probably makes more sense to play Intrepid Initiate on the first turn.
Let me work my magic.
Alright, Lab Partner would have been better against that. He's probably a Soul Fragment deck, so the AoE from this is likely not that relevant.
You're not ready for this.
Why is there an Acidic Swamp Ooze in your deck?
We have many secrets.
Well, nice Bloodfin Raptor, idiot. Alright, Blade Dance confirms that he's a Soul Fragment deck. I'm just gonna play both my minions here. I do float a mana, but I probably can't spend all my mana next turn anyway. Bummer. I kinda wanted to play that prime minion at some point. Cloud Prince is nice. The question is, do I shoot his face? Do I shoot this 2-3? Do I trade into the 2-3? If I just go face with everything, he can trade into my Cloud Prince and play Shard Shatter Mystic, but he doesn't actually have any Soul Fragments in his deck currently. I think I just go face here. It's a lot of damage. And, I think it's probably not that easy for him to deal with my board. He definitely could, but I don't think it's that easy. Oh, Lorekeeper Polkelt you love to see. The Flame Ward never gets procced this turn, so I should be able to play my Cloud Prince next turn. I mean, I guess I just want to put this secret in play. All the secrets are pretty decent here. I'm not in any danger of dying, but the scary part here is that he can maybe just out-heal my damage. Although I've got 18 coming up, so looks like he probably won't be able to do that. This easily just goes face, since I know my next 2 cards are fireballs. If my deck wasn't stacked here, maybe I would target the 6-4. Pretty shitty 4-drop. But it's going to be hard for him to clear this board, even if it's just a 3-3. Blade Dance, and he's still dead. Oh boy, another warrior. My worst matchup.
You asked for it.
I think I keep Flak Mage because it's a Bloodfin Raptor. Alright. Turn 4, always active Cloud Prince. That's kind of nice. Let's just curve out with minions. Hope he doesn't have the removal spells. So if he tries to just play a minion here, I can deal 4 damage to it. Could be a Quartermaster turn for him. Livewire Lance, huh? I don't know what Livewire Lance means, but it probably means no Wrench Caliber, which makes my Polkelt like an actual playable card in the matchup. I actually feel like I might want an Ice Barrier in this matchup. So I'm just gonna play this here because if I get the minion out of it, that's pretty good, even if it means my Cloud Prince isn't active on curve. Also, I took the Ice Barrier because I guess he's probably a Bloodsworn Mercenary deck, and that deck can get pretty murdery. Give me my 4-drop. Can I get like a Defender of Argus? Oh no. Almost as bad. I probably should have thought more about just playing Ice Barrier here so I could Cloud Prince next turn. Could have just traded the 1-2 into the 1-1. I think this is kind of fine though. So lock out his weapon so that the secret pretty much always survives. I mean, he can like Orcra on my face or something, but then he's dead. And it also just locks out him picking up a lackey. Why the fuck is there a Kartit Defender in my opponent's deck? Please explain it to me. So he's effectively at 15 here. I guess that means I should play for board. Yeah, I guess it's not true that he was effectively at 15. But if this went face, he could trade that off and Fireball wouldn't be lethal if he just armored up. So, yeah, probably play for board here. Of course he has a second one. Why wouldn't he? I guess I'm gonna Evocation here because my hand sucks. Polymorph would be a really good pickup here. I don't think I'm playing any of these AoE spells. So let's go ahead and see what we can trick into. Bunch of garbage.
What to do? What to do?
I mean, I guess it's Arcane Breath.
Time runs out on me.
Too bad I had to get rid of that Frostbolt. I do still have a lot of really strong cards in my deck. Fireball, Polkelt, Cloud Prince, Solarian Prime. And then like Arcane Intellects are pretty good. Wand Thief is quite good. There's an upgrade in my opponent's deck. My opponent plays Upgrade and 2 Kartut Defenders in the same deck. I will never understand. He's not even dead? How unlucky. Got some damage at least. That was pretty good as well. Another Conjurer's Call. What the fuck is this? I mean, this ended up being a really good Solarian Prime, so I'm not complaining. I have a good board against Bladestorm number 2. It's actually pretty good against Brawl as well. I think I'm feeling pretty comfortable here. Excellent Spellbender. So this is gonna be lethal if he doesn't do something here. He could have a Kobold Lackey. He has 3 lackeys in hand. Feel like maybe there was a better order to do that. Well, I've got 11 damage here, right? Which is not quite good enough. I guess this is fine. I was kind of interested in hero powering him there, so that next turn I could fireball hero power, but he does have armor up, so probably better to just mix some minions. I thought he would AoE last turn if he had it. I guess I was wrong. But fireball wouldn't have been lethal here anyway, it looks like.
We have many secrets.
I'm pretty interested in getting the random 4-drop, and I think Counterspell prevents that.
You're in my school now.
Well, this is not looking good.
You gonna cry?
Does that kill the other one before it can attack? Oh my god, I'm so smart! I played that because I knew that's how the interaction worked. God, I'm good at this video game. Easiest lethal in my life. Alright, so I ended up going 19 and 15 with this deck, so 56% win rate. Pretty decent, I guess. And I think I can pretty safely say that I do like Lorekeeper Polkelt in this deck. There's just a very low cost of including it, because you don't even really change the curve from what a non-Polkelt Secret Mage would look like, and it guarantees you draw into the best cards in your deck, so Polkelt is very good in this deck, I think. The only change I ended up making to the list was cutting a Flame Ward for a Mirror Entity. There are a lot of matchups where Flame Ward just isn't that good of a card, and it's also just nice to have a variety of secrets, messes with the opponent more, and it makes it less likely that a secret gets stuck in your hand, makes it easier to activate double Flak Mage. So yeah, I think I like a Mirror Entity over a Flame Ward. Other than that, I mostly like the deck. There are a few cards you could potentially include. Brain Freeze, Devolving Missiles, Ray of Frost, maybe Magic Trick, Violet Spellwing, maybe a Pexus Smuggler. All those cards would be like pretty reasonable to include, and I'm sure there's other stuff as well, maybe Cram Session. But the problem is there's just so few flex spots in this deck, I think. Like, all your secret stuff you have to play. Can't get rid of any of the burn. The 1-drops, I think, are all pretty essential. And then, like, Ancient Mysteries and Flak Mage. No way you get rid of Solarian Prime, or Astromancer Solarian, rather. Frostbolt is more burn. I think the worst card in the deck is probably Sorcerer's Apprentice. But, like, if you cut Sorcerer's Apprentice, then all those 1-mana spells I named get a lot worse anyway. So it just doesn't really feel like there's too much space to work with here. But I guess that's okay, since I won more than I lost with this deck, so deck seems pretty alright.